What is your job and how long have you been doing it for?
I do investment banking at JPM. Doing it for a year.
Did you go to a target school or non-target school?
I actually went to a non-target school. I went to Colorado College.
What do you think was the key to being able to break into investment banking and JPM?
I think having a well-rounded resume. Did econ at school. I didn't do finance or anything. I had many different interests outside of school as well. Finding that niche and being able to speak at it during interviews is how you differentiate yourself.
What do you think was the best question that you've ever gotten asked during a coffee chat from a student?
Have you ever thought about doing something else within the firm? It's cliche, but I think one of the good things about JPM is mobility is a huge thing. I think my answer each time I'm asked that, it kind of changes.
If you could go back in college, what do you think is one thing you would have done differently about the way you went about your career?
I probably wouldn't have rushed into it. I think one of the best pieces of advice I got was that there's absolutely no rush to your career. If I could go back, I would have done something totally different just for a couple of years. You can always go into finance, you can always go into investment banking, but there are certain opportunities where don't last forever.
What do you think you would have done?
I would have loved to be a pilot.
Really?
That was always a passion of mine and what I always wanted to do as a kid. But yeah, arguably banking is, right?
What do you think is one piece of advice that you give to rising freshmen and sophomore who want to get into banking?
Spend a lot of time crafting your story because there's a million different people with 4.0 GPAs who go to target schools. But crafting your story of like why you want to do banking and what makes you different is really what makes differentiate yourself from all the other really smart people.